Hey y'all! So let's talk about which country has the best au pairs. Now, I've seen this question circulate on some of the groups that I'm on, and my answer is there's no specific one country has the best au pairs. I would love to say, oh my gosh, South Africa has the best au pairs. And if you ask a Brazilian au pair, the Brazilians will say they have the best au pairs. I always say it depends on your needs as a family. For example, I know a family, they were friends with my current host family. They wanted an au pair from Sweden because the dad is originally from Sweden and they go to Sweden. They go to Sweden once a year for a whole month. So they wanted the au pair to not have issues going in and out of the country. So they wanted that. And then they also wanted, I've seen families that want Spanish speaking au pairs, German speaking au pairs, Portuguese speaking au pairs because their kids are learning that language. Therefore, they only go for au pairs from those countries. Now, I must say that in some countries, the driving is a bit more difficult to the country the au pair is going to. For example, in South Africa, we do drive on the other side of the road. The driving seat is on the other side. Therefore, when we come here, we are intimidated and nervous about driving, but it's not impossible because there are a lot of au pairs that have driven here, myself included. I've been driving for 4 years. Actually, it's more than 4 years because I was an au pair before and I came back. And so you do learn and you do adjust. I would definitely say that with terms of which country has the best au pair, there's so many factors to consider. You could go to a South African au pair and have the best experience, great, and then you can get another South African and it could be the worst experience ever. It's the same thing with the race thing. I always say, if you are a host family and let's say your friend has only had great South African au pairs, that's really great. But chances are you could have a great South African au pair or it could go south for you. It just depends on the type of au pair you get, your interviewing process and all those things. But I would say that there are some countries that just produce great au pairs and it's great, but you're also going to get bad fruit. So with regards to which country has the best au pairs, I would say I'm not going to say the top 3 countries. I'm going to say countries where I've seen there are a lot of au pairs, obviously, is Germany, Brazil, South Africa. There's been a lot of au pairs that have come out from those countries. I can't speak about other countries. I'm just speaking about the pool and what I've seen around. Don't attack me if you're an au pair and I never mentioned your country. But I've seen with those, most of them have been likely to stay longer or not rematch or extend or stay into another year. I'm trying to think. Brazil, Germany, South Africa. I'm not saying if I then mention the other countries, they don't have great au pairs. I'm just saying chances are most of those au pairs, English is their first language. They're strong drivers. But yeah, I think with this, it's hard to answer because I've seen au pairs from the Philippines. English was not their first language and host families did not care about it, but their driving was amazing, I would say do research with what you want as a family because it would suck that you miss out on a pair because she's not from, for example, these 3 countries I mentioned, and there's a track record of other au pairs being terrible from those countries and it could have been the best match for you. So I would say definitely find out, sit down and write down what you want as a host family. What are your requirements? What are deal breakers? What are not deal breakers? And then go from there, because some host families didn't even look, for example, in Germany because they wanted black au pairs. So they went to countries that have majority black au pairs, So it's stuff like that where what do you want as a host family? And then from there, start cutting down countries that have all those or 90% of that. But that is it for this video. I hope it made sense and I hope I was able to answer that question because I wish I could just say, as I said earlier, go to South Africa, go to Brazil, go to Germany. But I don't want to lead people down the wrong path because I've seen with all those countries too terrible au pairs. But yeah, I wish you all the best on your journey. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.